Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to the Time and Space War bridge video, the conclusion video, whatever we want to call this thing. This should be the last major video kind of pulling together all the knowledge we've gathered over the week, because it's been a crazy week figuring out this new minigame. And what it looks like is it's just a huge bridge. It's just a massive bridge getting all the lower spending, middle spending players caught up to the upper high spending players. When it's all said and done, yeah, you've got a time and space war with all this crazy shenanigans going on. You've got a merchant to buy stuff from. You've got a list of all your ships in your garage. And then you've got this paraloper thing here, which is basically just like a mini buff and a storage area. We don't know the full extent of what the dragon does. I don't think it's going to be too exciting. But the most important thing is this feature here, Domesticate. When it all boils down to this. This is everything. All you want to know is, how do I get these items? That's it. And that's what everything else is for. This is the center of it. I want to convert these energy things into these other crystals. That's it. So if you're working on tier 9, this is going to be your solution. If you max your ships out and spend a solid week or month just upgrading all of your domesticated ships and your little warships in the minigame, you can get to 5,000 unlimited crystals, maybe 10,000 a day, depending on how high you get. Right now, I'm at about 5,000 a day. I'm sorry, is that 5,000? Yeah, 5,000 a day. Yeah, 1 million crystals. I'm getting 1 million of these green ones a day, and I'm converting it back to 5,000 of these every single day. That's $500 back in the old days when you'd buy these with real money. So the question is how do you get the most crystals to convert them into the most unlimited crystals, or eventually hyperspace crystals, so you can get tier 12. Tier 13 is not even out. This is the max item right here, these hyperspace crystals. And they're letting you have them for free, up to 5,000 a day, which is $500 worth. So that's what this is all about. This is what this patch is about, getting everyone caught up. It's a huge bridge patch. Now, don't get me wrong. You still need a ton of resources to do the upgrades that these minerals are a part of. But those are farmable. You can get those by just spending time, trading in the market. There are ways to get those events, all types of stuff. Okay, so how do you get more crystals? Well, you play the mini game. You go to Time and Space War, right? And how do you get more power? Well, you have to click on these things here. They give you free little ships, but you want more and more power. So how do you get more power? You combine ships. A tier 1, 2 tier 1s turn into a tier 2. Tier 2s, 2 tier 2s turn into a tier 3. 2 tier 3s turn into a tier 4, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And you just keep on rinsing and repeating, right? Well, eventually you get to the tier 10, which is what this is. You convert 2 tier 10s, and you get 1 elite ship, which is one of these. There we go. One of these ships. There's 4 of these big ones, right? There's the APOC, there's the Dominion, there's the Diablo, and there's the... I knew I'd forget it. Diablo, Dominion, APOC, Gabriel. It's always the Gabriel, the new ship. It's real simple. The APOC is best for bumping your power. You level the ship up, you get 2,000 per level. You get really high power by using all 6 APOCs. Then you switch over to all your Dominion, all your Diablo halls for all the farming you do every day. The ships literally just give you residual income. So the level 5 APOC ship that's currently in battle gives me 10,000 points. That 10,000 goes right to my power down here at the bottom right. Okay? That power needs to be higher than this power over here on the enemy power. See that? If I go above that, then I go to the next wave. I'm currently on wave 144. Every 10 levels, my residual income down here goes up +1 per level. So you stack the residual income plus what all your ships give you, and that gives you a base rate for collection every 5 seconds or something. So right now I have all my power on. I need to switch over to all my farming stuff. So I'll do that right now just to switch over a few of them. Get rid of the APOC, grab another Diablo. So ideally what you want is just 6 high-level Diablos and 6 high-level APOCs. You use the APOCs to increase your power level, then you switch back over to Diablos. You don't want Gabriels, you don't want Dominions. If you get them, use them if they're high level for a while, but eventually you're going to recycle them. They're just band-aids until you get 6 of each. You do have to roughly build about 24 of these things, which is something like 24,000 clicks on that little thing at the bottom. So that's a little bit daunting, but that's what's at stake. Yeah. There's a question here of should you be using a macro or a bot to help you out? That's something that's a really taboo subject. I have agreed not to talk about it. I do know that players say that they have been banned for it. I don't have any proof of it. Do you have any proof? Bottom line is that it's something that would tremendously help players if they used bots in this game, especially with this new mini game. But not because the crystals, which are the most important part. See, there's 2 reagents. The crystals are on the right. It's not because those are limited. It's because your energy is limited, and the energy is the other reagent we didn't talk about. And I can only, at level 10, I can only carry 1.1 million of it. And the only thing I know to do with it right now is to mass build rangers. So here's the deal: you build a ranger, you click, because for a meat shield, right? You gotta be able to take hits, especially in galactic battle. And then you click speed up, and now you can use meta energy, 5400. I'm trying to get through this video fast, guys. Obviously it's sounding a little rushed, but hopefully you know most of this stuff. But for me right now, 1.1 million, it takes me 205 cycles. 205. I have to do this 205 times. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. This is 4. I have to do that 205 times to burn through 1 day's worth of energy. That would take 20 minutes. So there is a call for players saying it makes sense to use bots now, because if you don't use up that energy every day, then every time you go to Time and Space War and you go to click collect, it's just gonna be like, oh, you're overflowing. Do you still want to collect? Yes. And it's just gonna feel wasted. So I don't know. There's an issue with that. And also you can use macros to build ships faster. Should you do that? I don't know. You know, it's obviously it's against the rules, but are players going to do it because it's more efficient than not doing it? Then yeah, players are going to do it. But if you're going to do it, don't get caught. Don't tell anyone. Even if you think they're friends with you, they might not be friends in the future. And then obviously once you have the 6 of those ships, you can only have 6 at a time. Then you want to build as many tier 10s as possible, and then as many tier 9s, tier 8s, until you're maxed out on your power. And then you literally just, once you're set. You just use those crystals to convert your paraloper energy. Use the paraloper to convert them back to the crystals you want. Now you can also reinvest them back into your ships, which gives you more residual income, but there is a bit of a tapering off effect. There is a diminished return there. But yeah, and the only other side note is the paraloper has to be domesticated, and he only is domesticated for 30 days. In order to do it, I have 24 days left, you have to buy a potion. And they give you the first potion free, but the next one is going to be $50. Domestication, the Quantized pack, right there. Boom, $50. Is it worth it? Hell yeah, because you're getting $500 worth of crystals a day, and it's letting everyone catch up for $50 a month. I mean, let's be honest. You bought a $100 pack if you've been playing this long. You've probably, spending $50 to get caught up for $500 worth a day is totally worth it. So that's what this patch is. It's a collection thing. It's just level your ships up to level 10. I don't know if anyone's gone over level 10 yet. But that's it. Just reinvest the crystals directly back into hyperspace or the unlimited crystals you need, and then upgrade your ships as well. And just keep collecting to build up and get caught up to tier 9, 10, 11, and 12. So they can finally launch tier 13 and players go, oh, at least I'm not totally useless. At least I can have tier 9 or tier 10 now. So that's what it is. I mean, did I miss anything? Huh? Did I totally just overlook something? If I did, please put it in the comments below. Check the comments. Like a good comment if it's there. And tell me your feedback, right? Is it good? Did I miss anything? Help other players. Join the line community. Join the Reddit community. All types of information like this. If you want to know exactly what a level 4 Dominion ship compares to a level 4 Diablo, there's spreadsheets for that. Check Reddit. Check line. There's group chats. They have that in the notes. I don't think I'm going to cover all that. It's real straightforward. You need 6 Diablos for farming, 6 Apocs for power. Dominion and Gabriel are in between. If you get them, recycle them. You can only recycle 2 a day. So there's no point in just macro massing ships every day. You only can recycle 2. So that's it. That's the Time of Space War. It's an amazing patch. It's a great gift. Honestly, it's the best patch we've ever had for free-to-play mid-range players. It's going to let us get caught up to all the tier 11, tier 12 players. Admittedly, though, when the troops get more expensive and the research get more expensive, the armies are more high risk. So you're playing an expensive game, you know. So be careful. Don't risk too much. Use small commanders. Use small tier marches. Use tier suppression marches. And go out there and kill somebody. All right. My name is Melt. I hope you're enjoying this new patch. Thanks for watching. Leave a like. Tell your guildmates about the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.